Well, home dogs, here in Hollow Point land, we've got us a new box in the mail. 16 pounds. And what do you get? Another egg going deep in debt. 16 pounds, buddy. We got us a big old box from AEA. Thank you, Ben, and all my friends like Terry Fox and James and Matt and Tom and everybody else. So let's open this baby up, guys. I think you already know what's in it, but let's double check and see if we're correct. Oh, this is better than Christmas time. Yes, honey, I'll respect you in the morning. Just let me get it in. Ah. Woo! Ah. Finally, 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 we have the Zeus. Oh, oh, look at this beast. This is a huge chunk of steel, gentlemen. Huge chunk of steel. We'll prop that baby there. Beautiful piece of wood. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got us a tiny pick rail at the bottom so we can put a bipod or a sling swivel. We'll have to tap this part here. Scope, laser, accessories, all that good stuff. Our bolt to hold it together. Our fill probe with spare O-rings. One always must keep one's O-ring lubricated. And that is it. This is pretty much ready to put together. Let's put it together. When I'm assembling a Zeus, I like a nice full cup of espresso macchiato with extra special foamy doodad in there. The drink of airgun champions, espresso macchiatos. Gentlemen, if you don't have an espresso machine, I suggest you get an espresso. It's excellent. And it's not a paid sponsor. So, let's get this. Flip this over like this. And drop this like this. So what we got, says on the side of the box, 32-inch barrel. 32-inch barrel. The overall with the action is about 38.5 inches. It's got the dovetail rail on top, so I'll be throwing on my cheater adapter so we can put on our ATN television scope. The barrel feels like it's got those ridges in it. I forgot what the grooves or what they call that in the fancy barrel world. It's got a lock ring here at the bottom where the barrel screws in. It is threaded on top. I don't know what the barrel threading is, but I will find out. And I do believe that Donnie FL is in the process of making a soup can to put on the end of this. It comes with the thread protector already with it, which is nice. It's got the usual fill cover that goes on and the old Pro Barino that goes in. Always make sure to grease your rings, guys. It helps prolong the life of the O-rings. Just don't carry it in your pocket so you get lint and dirt on it. That's the only downside of any type of greased ring. So let's put this baby together. Hold that there. Put that there. Slips right down onto there. Get this big old bolt here. Drop that in there. This is a 7/32 Allen. It's a little sloppy. It's probably slightly bigger what's needed, but this works. Nice and snug. But I'm not torquing the daylights out of it, okay? Because I don't want to be bending or pulling on anything. So I'm just checking and see how it feels. Oh. This I refer to as the elephant gun. The overall length of the elephant gun is about 51.5 inches. The printing on the side, maximum filling pressure, 5,000 psi working pressure, I guess. We'll be doing 4,500. And of course, you can't really hit 5,000 unless you've got a booster pump that is built for 5,000, or if you've got those big 6,000 psi tanks from the welding shop with your regulator on there. So, if you look at the initial setup, I'll do a zoom, but there's a catch here and a catch back here. You can see it catching. That's like a safety, so you can't push it forwards. Release it. Now you can close the bolt. It is cocked. So you can't, now that it's closed, you can't just pull it open without pressing the release bolt. Pretty ingenious. They've got some nice, got lubricant on me. They've got a couple of nice inventions here, or gadgetry, that prevents it from opening accidentally and from closing accidentally on you. Nice big transfer port. Press that. The push bolt is hollow, so the air goes up through the transfer port through this little push bolt behind the slug and pushes it down the barrel. So I'm going to put this in the gun vise and we'll get a close-up. Okay, so here's the close-up. You've got a release lever here. See how that pushes in? And you've got this one here. So squeeze this to bring it back. And as you see right here, there's a catch. Once that's locked, you can't close it without depressing this one here. See? And as you close it, it locks in. Now it can't open accidentally without squeezing this. And the reason I believe this is done is in the past, because we're dealing with such amount of back pressure with bullets, you know, pushing on this probe, when you have just a lock bolt that drops down, if you bump it accidentally with your fingers, that bolt can come back and start breaking and messing things up. With this lock situation, there's no way. This is locked and sealed, and there's no way that this can come backwards. So I really do like that as a safety mechanism on these big, powerful setups. You can see you've got plenty of room to drop in a big slug, and we will start on that in a little bit. But I just wanted to show you some of these unique features that it has. Oh, so what I'm doing now is I'm putting on, this is my pick rail adapter for the Texans, but it also works fine on this beast of a Zeus, since it has the dovetail rail. So now I'm just lining things up, and you know, there's two screws on top, Allens, that are meant to have a hole to drop into to prevent any sliding, like a lock bolt that the old brake barrels have. And if you line this up right, there's the two bolts, Allen bolts right here on top, that this one baby will just slot right down into. You're not torquing them in there tight, but it just is a secondary mark to keep things snug. And these pick rails can be gotten on my website, mrhollowpoint.com. That is a shameless plug for myself, because I am a shameless guy. Ask my wife. She'll tell you I have no shame. There, that's on. Now we gotta go get the ATN miniature TV and put it on. So, we've got our tank. Close the old bleed valve. We've got the probe in the female quick connect. As far as she'll go, because the shoulder, the quick connect hits the shoulder there of the air tube, so that's as far as she'll go. And we'll slowly open the tank. And the needle's going up. And it looks like, and the needle drops a little bit. I told you before, it's a slow fill with these probes. You can see it drops, so we're just letting it go until the pressure equalizes. Now, fortunately, I don't have 4,500 in this tank. I thought I did. I've only got, looks like 36. Bleed that. Pull that out. Set that there, and let's see if we can get a tank that's got a little juice. But at the moment, this Zeus is weighing in with this scope at about 14.5 pounds. If I did my math correct, standing on the scale. The thread up here at the muzzle is 23/1 metric, and I have been assured by Donnie FL that he will be making a marital aid to go on the end of this for you guys that really need that extra help at the air range. So he'll be, in a month or two, he should have his the Zeus schlong special created for this. It won't take me too long. We'll be out there slinging tons of lead, from the little lightweight stuff up to the monster heavy stuff. We'll find out what works, what doesn't work, and as always, just because it fits and shoots doesn't mean it's going to be accurate. So that's why the testing I do is always so important. I don't really like putting slugs out there until I've had a chance to test the product myself. So, since with the COVID and everything, we didn't really have a chance to get a pre-production model in our hands. Everybody is getting their Zeus at the same time. So hopefully it won't be too much longer. I'll have some more stuff for you. So that is it. Open box with this monster. We put it together. I've showed you the open and closing of the cocking handle, the threads, the fill. I don't think there's much more, even as a noob, that you can do. You know, it's got the standard safety just like the other ones. A little screw goes in there and you can push it back and forth to uncock the rifle, just like most of the other ones. Let me see if I can do this with my gimpy limb here. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. So the gun is cocked. So now to uncock it, you're gonna, man, it's hard to do. I got a bad hand, my wrist. Okay, my pinky finger's on the release. I've got the spring tension off the sear. Pull the trigger, slowly let it down. It is uncocked. There we go. Hopefully that looks better. All right. So fellas, this is concluding the open box video. I know, it's so exciting. In the next video, the power video, we will be running a slew of slugs, getting the power, getting the numbers, and then of course, in the outdoor video, we'll be outside testing the accuracy of these different slugs.